Hello guys and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to set up your C++ development environment. I've been receiving messages about people asking me how to set up C++ development environment. So in this video I'm going to show you just that. So in getting started with C++, first of all, depending on which operating system you're using, if you're a Microsoft Windows user, your best option will be Microsoft Visual Studio. This one here, Microsoft Visual Studio. The Visual Studio is very good for C++ development, and that is what I prefer personally. And you can get it from this website. You can just search for Visual Studio on Google, Visual Studio, and then it will bring you to this Visual Studio website. And of course you can see, and that's the mistake people make most times. Visual Studio is different from the popular Visual Studio Code. That's not what we are using for C++. So this is the Visual Studio here, and then you will need to download the free community edition, because there are two types. Or if you're using Mac, you can download this one here. If you're using Windows, you can download this. And when I hover over this, you can see the community edition, the professional and the enterprise. Make sure you choose the community edition. When you click on this, it will download on your computer, and then after that you can install it like every other application. And when you are done installing it, you can start using it for your C++ development. And one other point I must make, because I can install it again because I already have it on my computer, but one other point I have to tell you about is that this C++ setup, the Microsoft Visual Studio setup, when you are done downloading it and then you click the executable file, it's going to open up, and there are a whole lot of things you can do with it. Only choose C++. Choose only C++, because it takes up a lot of space in your computer. So make sure you choose only C++, because you can choose so many other things, but choose just C++, or according to your preferences. So apart from the Microsoft Visual Studio Code, you can now equally use the code blocks. When I started learning C++, I was actually using the code blocks. The code blocks is equally good. So you can use the code blocks, and then it's also very good for C++ development. So apart from that, if you want to use the code blocks, you can just type in code blocks in Google, and then you will see it here. Then from here you can download the code blocks. You can go to downloads over here, and then download it according to your operating system. And then after that you can now run the executable file. So it's just as simple as that. Don't download the source code, don't download this one, just download the binary. And then here you can see Windows, Linux and Mac. So you go for Windows. You can choose any one of these. Now Apart from the code blocks, you can equally use the very popular Visual Studio Code, but here you will need to install a compiler, um, and you can use a GNU compiler. The the Microsoft Visual C++ compiler comes with the Microsoft Visual Studio, but when you don't have it installed, you will need to install a compiler, a GNU compiler. Now, if you're using Sublime Text for your coding, you will need the GNU compiler as well as the Ming W64. You will need these two things: GNU compiler, Ming W64 if you're using Sublime Text. Same thing with Notepad++. Same thing with Notepad++. If you're developing with Notepad++, you will need to install a GNU compiler as well as a Ming W64. So the GNU compiler, you can get it from this website here. You can just type Ming W64 in Google and it will bring you to this website, and here you can go to the downloads, and then you can download according to your operating system. So that is it. And then what else? The GNU compiler is this one here. You can just search for GCC in Google, or you can search for GNU compiler, and then it will bring you to this website where you can download the particular release that you're looking for. So when you are done installing the GNU compiler and the MingW, then you can be able to start coding C++ in Notepad++, in Sublime Text, or Visual Studio Code. So like I said earlier, your best bet will be Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio, not Visual Studio Code. Or you can use the code blocks. The code blocks works very well as well. With code blocks, you don't need any compiler to be installed. And that would be it. Thank you very much for watching this video. And please hit the like button if this video helped you, and also subscribe to my channel to encourage me to make more videos like this to help you. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.